Hello everyone, Brent Callum carrying the Travel Guide. It's August and welcome to the Travel Guide Minute. It's great to have you here. You know, as I thought about the fall coming up here, we're 1 month away from September and October and 2 months from October when people will be traveling. Most people travel in the fall. So I thought about how can you make your vacation the most memorable that it can be? And I found 7 tips on how to do that, and I'd like to share those with you, because you're going to be spending a lot of money to be going on vacation, and I just want you to get the most out of it that you can. So here are some ideas. Number 1, check the requirements of entry of the country that you're visiting. There may be some special requirements, most don't, but it's not a bad idea to get on the embassy of the country that you're visiting and just check it out and see if there's anything special that maybe you should know about. Number 2, and this is a hard one, when a problem arises, what do you do? How do you deal with it? Travel is not perfect, folks. I know a lot of you have traveled. You know, it's anywhere from a canceled flight that delays your trip to getting your bags late at your hotel. And, you know, it can be anything in between. And, you know, so many times that's the one thing people talk about when they get back, instead of the beautiful scenery or some special event or some special person that they met. They talk about their canceled flight. And if that's what you want to leave in your memory of your trip, well, so be it. But, you know, I want you to have great memories of your trips, whether you're traveling independently or whether you're on a tour. You know, solve the problem. Don't complain about it. That's the first thing people do, is they complain about the negative things. Travel is just not going to be perfect. So I hope if you can keep that in mind, that it'll make your vacation more memorable. Number 3, try to socialize with people other than who maybe you're traveling with. Maybe a waiter or a cab driver or hotel staff or maybe your tour guide. Certainly you want to spend the time with the person that you're with, but asking questions about where people are from and what they do. I was on a cruise ship and you naturally ask people where they're from and what they do, and it's so interesting. Number 4, be flexible with your travel budget. You want to keep it in mind, but you don't want to be too rigid. I just went to Alaska and we were in Ketchikan and it was raining. And I'd always wanted to do a zip line, and it was $170. And I thought, do I really want to do this? And I went to the booth and he gave me the price, and I walked away for about 10 minutes, thought about it. And I came back, I said, if I'm going to do this, I'm not going to do it. There's no zip lining in Lincoln, Nebraska. Ketchikan, Alaska, so I did it, and I'm very glad I did. And the rain let up, and it was a beautiful afternoon. So, it's not going to break the bank. I didn't double my budget, travel budget, but it sure enhanced my trip. Number 5, do the homework on where you're going. If you just take a little bit of time, Wikipedia is so easy to look up just some tidbits of information. My wife went to Mallorca, Spain, and she was in Switzerland, and they made a side trip with her friend, and it was just so interesting. I pulled up Mallorca on Wikipedia and just gave me some tidbits of some history of that, and it was very interesting. So do your homework. Number 6, this is a hard one. Don't base your mood on the weather. I was in Ketchikan. It was raining cats and dogs in the morning. I thought, am I nuts to want to go on a zip line? But surprisingly, the rain let up, and it was beautiful. But now sometimes it won't let up, and yes, it does dampen your spirits. But hopefully you'll get some good weather too throughout the trip, and try not to base your mood on that. It is hard though. And number 7, check and recheck your passport, and don't wait until the last minute to pack it. I fell victim of that myself. I came this close to getting on the transfer to Omaha without my passport. The reason I didn't pack it is because I didn't want to misplace it, before the trip, and yet I almost forgot it. So, boy, the next time I'm going to take it, and I'm going to make sure it's in a good place, and not wait till the last minute to pack it, because I thought about that for a couple of days afterwards, how close I came to really having a problem. Anyway, so those are 7 tips. I hope that'll make your trip really memorable this fall. We have an early booking deadline on some winter trips. You'll see it in the newsletter, and I hope you'll take advantage of that. Thanks so much. Sorry I went a little bit over on the Travel Guide Minute, but I hope those are some ideas you can take to the bank to make your trip a great one this fall. Take care, everyone. I'll see you next month.